Hello there, and welcome back to Friend Donkey Plays GM Mode.
What up?
Last time we left off, we had another really successful week for Smackdown, hot off the heels of a pay-per-view.
Yeah, we're keeping it going, keeping the momentum.
There were some new rivalries, there were some old rivalries.
That finally finished.
That finally finished. And a debut, an in-ring debut, no less, of someone that we've been meaning to showcase. And if you haven't seen last week's episode, we recommend you go back and watch it.
Yes, it's a good watch.
Yeah, if not, well, for the very least, for the in-ring debut. But we find ourselves here within the text message screen with AJ Styles saying that Sikoa has been handing in nothing but losses. And is there someone else on the roster we can match him up against for a change? So AJ Styles really looking for a bit of a different opponent this week.
He wants a win.
He does want to win. Well, he wants a different match. So I think we could probably make that happen for him. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, we're resting Sikoa anyway because he's quite weak, low on stamina.
That's a good shout. Yes, so he could probably do with going up against just Gunter.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Charlotte Flair, Indy cheated me in that last match. I want a rematch in the next 2 weeks. So, spoiler alert for what happened last week, but we do have a new women's champion in the form of Indy Hartwell, and we should probably make sure that Charlotte gets a rematch, shouldn't we?
Yes, yeah, that's fair enough.
She has sort of just come back from injury. She's had a couple of bad weeks.
Yeah.
Not that we've got favourites
I suppose
or anything.
We can't give the title thing to Nova Northern Lights as much as I want to.
Exactly. So we've got a woman jobber on the go. So we've got quite a few boxes to tick at the minute. So Charlotte wants a rematch against Indy Hartwell. AJ Styles doesn't want to fight Solo Sikoa in his next match, and Damian Priest still fancies a match against Tyler Bate. I feel we could probably do all that this week.
It would be nice, take them all off this week. It'd be quite good.
Keep the people happy, and then maybe have one of our rivalries we want to grow, kind of taking off a little bit.
What do you think about a women's title main event?
I think it's a fantastic idea. You know, equal opportunities and all that.
Yeah. Maybe jump in the gun before we haven't even started booking the show yet.
We've not even looked at what, St. Triple of H wants us to do. Do not book your most popular bruiser this week, and he'll give us a selected brand double the price of their power cards in shop next week.
That could be quite good if we hit someone the week before a pay-per-view.
Yeah, so next week.
So they can't buy a card to use on us the week before the pay-per-view.
Yeah, or they could, or it will shaft them over a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get the matches booked that we want to book. So I think a women's title match in the main event is a good shout.
Indy Hartwell to defend.
Flair. I'll put a title match on. We'll decide if we want a gimmick in a minute. Damian Priest wanted to go against Tyler Bate, didn't he?
Yeah, that'd be a nice mid-card, I think.
It would. He is currently in a rivalry with Solo Sikoa and Gunter, but he does just want a little exhibition.
Yeah. Probably
best to rest Solo Sikoa, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he was on 44 stamina last week, I think.
Yes, we can't have an interference. We're going to have AJ Styles versus Gunter.
Yep. AJ wants someone different.
Yep. And I think we could start getting another rivalry off the ground that we've had in the pipelines for a while. With Bron Breakker retaining, it makes sense that Batista should call out Bron Breakker.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Batista calling out Bron Breakker.
Lovely stuff.
How do we feel with... we started a rivalry with Reigns and Mysterio. Not Reigns, sorry, Rollins and Mysterio.
Rollins and Mysterio. I feel like these two should probably have a match then.
Yeah.
Whether or not that be... It shouldn't be for the title, I don't think, yet.
No, let's just try and build the rivalry with a nice match.
Correct. We don't have any rivalries booked on the card. That's the only problem at the minute.
Mysterio and Rollins are in a level 1 rivalry.
Oh yeah, but not that many rivalries is what I'm saying, really. You've got Priest and Bate, who just want to have an exhibition.
Well, we haven't got many rivalries actually left after Survivor Series.
This is true. So we're hoping
We've
that
got to-
Hartwell and Charlotte Flair will get into it
Yes.
a bit. These two are kind of in a rivalry.
Yeah, they're singled out from their tag partners, so
Yeah, if they get into a singles rivalry, I guess we'll just ignore it and focus on the tag.
yeah.
Yeah, okie dokie. Promos then, and rivalries we want to build. So who have we got here that could do with a bit of self-promo? Do we try and start a feud between Roman Reigns and Booker T?
We could do.
Or do we just add Booker T into the ongoing feud with Heath Manhattan?
Ooh. Possibly.
Or do we just continue Reigns and Manhattan as like a little side hustle?
Well, it was a kind of a mediocre thing.
I'm also
are we
concerned about Booker
utilizing
T's stamina here.
stamina? But are we utilizing Roman Reigns to his best?
No.
No.
I'm concerned with his contract coming up anyway. He might genuinely be.
I don't
person to
know
do
that we're
advertising.
gonna. Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna keep him around. I don't see any place for him on our roster at the moment.
Yeah, we are struggling. We haven't been shopping yet, but we just might make him the advertising bitch for a bit.
Yeah, let's
keep
get him to
that money.
advertise.
Yeah, let's try and recoup some of our losses on Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Shame because it's it's Roman Reigns.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of a big loss there.
Well,
And
just
I do
didn't.
like the idea of a charity promo.
It would be nice to keep the fans growing, kind of cement our lead.
Yep. Who do we do for that though? We have Booker T with 89 popularity but 44 stamina. Like we just need to rest Sakura and Booker T, don't we?
Yeah. Why don't
Same
we?
with Breaker.
What about Dewdrop? She's got 70 popularity.
51 stamina. Rodriguez maybe.
She's
Not
not
as
as
much
popular.
popularity, but her stamina's there, and she is. We could, next week we could probably do with having the women's tag teams on the line. To be fair,
What, this week?
quite possibly because we could do with growing this women's tag team rivalry. We didn't have any of them booked last week.
No, that's a good point.
We can save Priest and Bate because we've got to do that within 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of these two, hasn't it? Styles and Gunter, Bate and Priest.
Let's take out Priest and Bate for now.
Yep. Okay, and we'll get the women's tags division.
Women's tag.
Yep. Against Sky and Lita.
Yeah.
Is that a title match?
Let's see. They fought at. When do they fight last for the title?
I think it was at the pay-per-view. No, because we had a bunch of single matches at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was the week after the pay-per-view.
Non-title match, do you think?
Non-title, yeah. Build the rivalry slowly.
Yeah. Maybe a gimmick match, though.
Yes. Dewdrop's quite low on stamina, though.
That's true.
Don't want to injure our champion.
Don't
Don't want to pull a Mick here.
This is very true. So do we open with a gimmick match, maybe with Styles and Gunter?
Yeah.
Okay, that might be something to pop the crowd, because we can't have a bunch of normal matches. We've got to keep these ratings up.
Yes, let's go for...
We need to experiment and try and find people's specialist match type. So
Do you want to drop 90 grand on a backstage brawl?
we haven't actually looked at the free agent market yet, so shall we go shopping?
Yeah, let's see what we can get.
Right.
Diesel.
John Cena for 5 weeks.
Yeah. Or
But
Randy
we're
Orton
struggling
with a
Roman
mustache.
Reigns. Randy Orton with a mustache for 10 weeks for 85 grand. That might not be bad value.
I think the problem is we need permanent stars that we can slowly build into
Yeah.
thing. Doesn't look like we got
At
any.
the minute, it's just going to be jobbers. It's a big investment when we pick up a star.
Yeah, and it needs to be for more than just a few weeks, I think, because as we found with Roman Reigns, we haven't had the time to put him into anything.
Yeah.
So I'd worry that we pick up Randy Orton and not be able to use him.
Correct. Shall we book 2 level 2 or higher rivalries? We currently don't have that, so it would not be the
I'd say
wisest investment.
Stick with the
Yeah, we'll get a better quality
Capital
from
Wrestling
that show.
Centre. Yeah.
We need to book a special match type to get a better show quality there.
We'll do that.
We'll do that. Okay, so we'll do that now. Let's book the gimmick.
I think drop money on a backstage brawl. They're always good for the crowd.
90 grand.
But 10,000 plus fans.
This is very true. And 3's popularity increase. Okay, that could be the one.
It could really increase our ratings to cement our lead at the top.
The only thing I'm concerned with is if we just do a random backstage brawl between these two and these two start a rivalry, it won't actually enhance the rivalry we've already got. It might start one that we don't want to happen.
Right. But we can always ignore that in favour of the tag rivalry anyway, because that's at level 3 now.
Yep, and their stamina could probably handle it, couldn't it?
Yeah, and then we just rest them next week, ready for the pay-per-view.
90 grand. Okay, so we're currently on 133 grand for this.
Yeah.
Roman's getting our advertising back, so hopefully that'll recoup our losses a little bit. I'd be hesitant to put a charity promo in because they cost 15 grand each time.
Yeah, that's...
Do we need someone to call someone out?
We could have...
Breakers being called out.
Nova Northern, calling out Charlotte.
I don't think that'll be the wisest decision.
No, I don't. What about Tyler Bate calling out?
Are we missing a prime opportunity to turn someone heel or face here?
That's a good point. None of the people there we want to change, I don't think.
We have 2 faces and 2 heels. Right, Damian Priest is a face in a tag rivalry.
Yeah.
So we have a face, a heel,
Booker T
and a face there.
Booker T could move in on the championship or go into a thing with Reigns.
Yeah, but we're probably going to lose Reigns in a couple of weeks.
So difficult.
If you want Booker T to get into a thing with Reigns, we need to start utilising Reigns. Unless we reduce his popularity so much that he becomes cheaper when it comes time to renegotiate his contract. I don't know if that's how it works, but we could find out in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's
keep the advertising up with him.
Yeah.
So we've got a call out here advertising, maybe just some self-promo. We've got to rest Booker T.
Yeah. Let's have Tyler Bate.
Promo for Tyler Bate? Build himself up a bit?
Oh, no. Damian Priest, because he needs some more popularity.
Yep. Like that idea. Self-promo for Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a permanent member, so he's going to be around.
Yeah. So we've got a title match in the main event. Any gimmick to that? No, we just need to try and get a rivalry off the ground.
Yeah.
These two could probably do with a gimmick because they are in a rivalry level 2.
They are.
Oh, we've got the stamina, haven't we? It's the stamina is the issue.
Yeah, both Lita and Doudrop are quite low on stamina.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio and Rollins.
They've got the stamina for a gimmick.
But we've only just had Rey Mysterio call out Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Probably a bit early to go for a gimmick.
Let's just leave them as normal matches and just hope they're good normal matches.
We have kept Triple H happy by not booking our most popular bruiser this week.
Completely by accident. So
so sometimes it pays to keep Senpai Triple H happy.
Oh, we've got to keep him happy. I don't think we've upset him once.
We haven't. We've got to keep him sweet. Now, in terms of money, that leaves us with 120 grand to play around with.
I still don't think we want to hire anyone.
No? You don't want to go Randy or Cena?
We've got quite a few people kicking about in our talent pool that we just have no use for.
This is very true.
And we've got, if we get another face, I don't think we've got a use for one.
Yeah.
So I think save our money.
Okay. You don't want to add a wrinkle to Rey Mysterio's feud by getting his son.
No.
The opportunity's there, and we have seen John Cena for a second time, but it might pop up again.
He
Okay.
keeps popping up. No one
He
seems to want
does
to pick
keep
him up.
popping up. No, he's got he's so friggin' expensive. So have we
True.
booked? Yeah, we've done well here, I think, for show quality.
I think we'll do all right this week.
Yeah, that's the big expense this week, but it should hopefully pop the ratings. Power cards though. Select an opposing brand. Their special effects costs are double for next week. Beginner's luck. Raise the popularity of a superstar with the lowest popularity by 15. Or superstar training. Train enhancement talent starts to become a permanent roster for your brand. Now, I don't know if that means like a jobber like Heath Manhattan or Nova Northern Light, or if it means like a temporary superstar like Roman Reigns. I don't know what
It probably means someone.
Enhancement talent.
Probably means someone temporary.
Yeah.
Whereas
it
Heath
worth
Manhattan is permanent.
Using 30 grand just to find out? Because if we can make Roman Reigns permanent for the cost of 30 grand,
that would be a lot better in the long run. Yeah.
Do you want to gamble with it? Throw 30 grand away on that?
Yeah, let's gamble. Go on.
Yeah, and then worst case scenario, we get someone like Jive Owens becomes available, and we can make them ours. Right.
We'll do the Gary.
So let's try this. No, it's only Heath or Nova Northern Light. Okay. Well, that's disappointing.
Never mind.
We've got it. 30 grand. It was worth it. Yeah. It was worth the punt. Righty then, let's book it in, and
let's do this.
What match are we going to be watching this week? I have a feeling I know which one.
Which one are you thinking?
I think you want to watch the first one, don't you?
I wouldn't mind watching it, but we can't.
We can't. We just found that out. Okay, so you just have to imagine the mayhem.
Yes.
Well, that's disappointing. So, Styles versus Gunter. The game made a decision for us, and AJ Styles gets a win in a great match.
Backstage brawls cost a lot, but they're worth it for ratings.
Batista calling out, and we have the rivalry that we wanted.
Yes.
We're a week behind the curve with this one, but we got there.
That's all right. We're fine.
So, which out of the three matches do you want to watch then, Jose?
We've
got Seth versus Mysterio.
Do we want to watch?
We've got the women's tag. And
we haven't seen the women's tag in action.
And it's been a while since we've watched a tag match, actually.
Yeah, let's watch the tag match. Let's go with the tag match.
We'll go with a bit of a tag team.
Yep.
And Rey Mysterio picking up a rivalry in a great match against the champion.
A win over the champ. That's good.
This is good week for Smackdown as Roman Reigns gets us 12 grand.
Sweet. Recoups half of
our
losses.
So we're going to spectate this match.
Yep, let's watch it.
And we'll see what happens here with the women. I think I'll just skip the intros.
Yeah. This is another big rivalry, so hopefully it will still rake in at least a good rating.
Yes. And they've got a really good matchup.
Yeah.
With their styles. Like, we've got the Cruisers and the Giant Women.
Giant Women.
That's what they're called now. Kind of disappointing that they're making their entrance separately. And yet another woman with a very strong jaw. Wow, that's a strong jaw.
Even that is mighty. when you see her from front on, it's like, you know those birds that can open their mouth really wide.
It's like Brock Lesnar's looking at her thinking, bit much.
Oh.
I mean, we're gonna have to look at the other character models now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Io Sky. Oh, we know Io Sky. We've seen her entrance.
Yeah,
we like the waifu.
It's been a good title feud, I think, this one.
It has.
Because they did take the titles on the line. And then... Well, we want to build the rivalry for the pay-per-view, I think.
Yep. And yet another strong jaw.
Yep.
Lita doing a very favourable impression of David Coulthard here.
Slides in the ring. All that gyrating.
It's been a while since we've seen Lita in action.
I don't think we've watched a proper tag match either.
Not with the women.
I think we've watched a TLC match, but I don't think we've watched a actual tag match.
We've seen a tag team match, maybe with the men.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh, I see what you
Sky
mean.
starting
Yeah,
off
okay.
strong.
Yeah. Yep, Sky coming out the gate strong here, as she has ingratiated herself with us for just making sure she carried the pay-per-view. And here she is holding it down again, and just putting the hurt on Rodriguez there.
Maybe
And
getting a bit
Rodriguez having none of
too
it.
overzealous.
Yep, she is small. She can handle one giant woman, but not two.
Ooh, near fall already.
An emphatic statement there from Doudrop, kicking out with force.
I think she's in a bit of trouble here, though. Doesn't seem to have come out of the starting blocks at 100%.
I was going to say, this is a tag match, and Sky does have a tag team partner who she's tagged in.
First tag of the match. Lita in. Now, if they isolate Doudrop here, they might have a good chance against the tag team champs.
They really can't afford to lose any momentum here. And
no.
you have to remember, Doudrop has been rather tired as of late, so they might be able to capitalise on that and score that really important pinfall that they might need over the champs to state their claim on a rematch.
Doudrop fighting back now, and Raquel just looks on pretty helplessly as these two stretch out the count out.
Making the most of the time outside the ring.
Indeed.
This is a standard match, and neither competitor can afford to get themselves counted out from the face side of things. Champion's advantage here, though, with the giant women. If they get counted out, well, I would say they wouldn't lose the title, but they're not on the line, so I'll shut up.
But the champions don't need to lose any momentum going into the weeks up to the pay-per-view. Doudrop and Raquel have already lost the championship to Lita and Io Sky. And we see a tag from the giant women. It's canon. It's canon.
It's canon. Lita very much putting on a masterclass for Io Sky here on what it takes to get into the Hall of Fame. Camo pants and a live sex celebration with Edge. And a shit moonsault.
Yep. Oh, now we're seeing some teamwork from the tag champs here. Doing their own job at isolating
most of the work this match, I must say. Just holding it down for the tag champs. No wonder she's so fucking tired.
Oh, close fall.
I'd say Rodriguez hasn't really been pulling her weight, but that's not a dig at the fact that she's a giant woman.
No. Doudrop now really going to town on Lita. Going for another pin.
This could be the upset, but Io Sky using
breaking
her
up.
one and only interference here. The unwritten rule of tag team wrestling, you get one interference to break up a pinfall. If you do it more than once, you get DQ'd. Unless
Lita
in fact,
probably looking for a tag here.
Whether or not the ref actually follows that rule is yet
she
to
hasn't
be
been
decided.
known to follow rules in the past.
She's a strong, independent woman. She don't need no man.
No, she makes her own rules. Iosuke chopping down the big girl. Oh,
And there Rodriguez using her one and only breakup as Lita seems to be looking to attack her own partner there.
oh, stiff shots from Io Sky. And a lovely head
the
scissors.
quickness coming into play of Io Sky here, really displaying why she is the aerial assassin.
They've done a good job of
Literally bringing them down to her level.
yeah, and taking Doudrop away from her corner. We've had Raquel in once in the entire match, just standing there, pretty useless at the side.
As Doudrop thinks about taking the scenic route.
Doudrop looking for a bit of a breather, but Lita not giving her the chance.
Real power display there from Lita with a big body slam.
The challengers are making themselves known here.
That could be spelling disaster there for Doudrop, as she was thrown quite forcibly into the corner.
Let's hope she doesn't come off with an injury.
Lita and Doudrop breaking the laws of physics there somewhat.
Another tag, keeping the fresh man in the ring. It's smart play by Io Sky and Lita.
On the second rope.
And Doudrop's got to fight her way to her corner. She needs a tag here. And she gets it.
The tepid tag.
She's got to be the freshest one out there.
The strongest of jaws, Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah. Just a straight chin.
Big DDT there from Io Sky.
Making... Oh, Raquel with a huge
giant reverse
throw.
Power slam throw thing.
Raquel showing us
Big
why she is a giant
here.
woman.
Putting the giant
Pure
in
Amazonia
woman.
strength. Raquel now looking to isolate Io Sky from her corner, really beat down.
Amazonian strength. Oh, Io Sky getting to her feet there, the athleticism on display. It does make me think of an episode of Futurama though when you see Raquel Rodriguez. Death by Snoo. I think that's what her finish is called. The Death by Snoo.
The snoo.
The Death by Snoo.
Now, I'm not sure how smart the tag was there for Raquel. Doudrop is still pretty tired. She's done most of this match.
Lita and Io Sky really demonstrating that they can work together as a tag team here. There just doesn't seem to be the chemistry between Doudrop and Raquel Rodriguez.
No, Raquel seems very happy to let Doudrop carry most of the weight of this team. Whereas Lita and Io Sky know they need to keep trading off often to take down these big girls.
And just for the woke of you out there, that wasn't a comment about Doudrop's weight from Jose. He was literally talking figuratively.
Indeed.
Indeed, yes, quite. As they finally show some tag team aggression here, putting Lita off her game.
Is it going to be enough to see them through to the win? Raquel now back in. Stiff forearm shot.
Could she be looking for a mini aerial offense here? Stunning.
Is this it?
Lita. Is Io Sky going to ignore the rules?
Io Sky has broken it up.
Broken the unwritten rule of tag team wrestling.
And the ref, as we thought she would, has done nothing.
That might very much elongate the length of this match as Lita, with a massive power slam, showboat into the crowd. Can she really be affording to do that as Raquel is back to her feet?
Raquel showing the strength and power.
Display of
these
dominance
giant
there
women
on the
are
Hall
known
of
for.
Famer. Here it comes, the death by Snoo. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, going back for the tag now. I still think
Sky
Raquel would be
Doudrop.
served giving Doudrop a bit more time, but
we can see from the indicators down below there that Doudrop is really struggling for her stamina, and Raquel Rodriguez, arguably the most fresh competitor in this matchup, really.
she seems to be very content letting Doudrop do all the work and just coming in. It's an odd game plan, I'll give them that, but it has worked for them in the past. They are still the champions.
We're commentating dodgeball, just like that's a bold shout card, and let's see if it works out for him. Big swing and a miss there from Io Sky. Don't know where she was going with that one, as she launched herself into orbit and came crashing down.
And now trapped in the Giants' corner. A plaything for these women.
Death by Snoo.
Doudrop just bouncing her off the turnbuckle. She's going to fight her way out.
Really having to be feisty with this one into a big DDT. Sky needs to get away from Raquel Rodriguez as she's too close for the interference here. But as we've seen already, Rodriguez hasn't been the biggest team player.
There's a bit of a scuffle between them all at the moment.
And it's all kicked off. Could that be the distraction that Doudrop needs to capitalize on Io Sky with a big power bomb?
Huge power bomb.
Really bringing Io Sky down to the mat.
Is this
Lita on the outside, but Sky really with the athleticism here and the resilience to kick out at 1.
Tag to the fresh woman.
Very much a fan favourite, Io Sky here.
She's putting on a real show.
Death by Snoo.
Could this be it? Lita breaks up the
Lita
count.
has better ideas.
Oh, 4 women in the ring at once there, but Doudrop takes out and Lita. Crafty little kick on Raquel.
Rodriguez still needs to capitalise on the fact that Io Sky is down, having been taken the big finisher.
Big swing. It's been a very good match so far.
A strong showing here from the tag division.
Feel the Raquel now just laying in those elbows to Io
Thunderous
Sky.
elbow drop. She is finished. Well, she's done playing games, but Io Sky just with a kick up.
Head scissors takedown. And Raquel getting out of the ring trying to grab some quick
Much needed
breathing.
respite, but
Io Sky
Sky very
follows.
much like a Duracell bunny here. She just keeps going
Keeps
and going.
going. Oh, and a
DDT.
DDT to the outside.
The challengers can't really afford a victory by DQ here either.
They need to keep the momentum going. Doudrop gonna try and...
As Raquel Rodriguez just
Oh,
clearly has unfinished business with Lita.
yeah.
Just a really unnecessary punch as she just goes to the opposite side of the ring. Zero reaction from
Raquel.
Lita there either. She just kind of took it on her David Coulthard-like jaw.
Oh, beautiful move by Io Sky. Again, Raquel putting in the more tired wrestler.
Sky does have a finisher stored. Could she be going to the top rope? But Doudrop
small
caught her
package.
napping. Ref with a slow count here. That really should have been the 3, but the ref, as we know, has not been the biggest
She
proponent
doesn't
for
want
the
to
rules.
hit the mat too hard in case she breaks her nails.
Big boot there from Raquel Rodriguez. As she gets her up again, this could be it.
Feels like it's coming to an end. This
Death
could
by
be it.
Snoo.
Oh,
As
Lita with
again-
a breakup. All 4 women in the ring.
You really had to feel like
Lita.
that was the end of the match there, as
Lita launched.
really kept this match
Ejected from
alive.
the ring. I don't know how much Io Sky has left.
Raquel really just showing her frustration, the fact that the pinfall was broken up here. Could she capitalise on it while there is no Lita around? Going to the top rope, taking a book out of Io Sky's playbook here, very much known for her aerial offense.
This has got to be it.
But as we've seen already, there is so much fight in Io Sky. She's not taking
Just
it lying
like that.
down.
Strong elbow.
Giant suplex to the giant woman as Lita just blocks the shot.
Yeah. Gets in the way of the camera.
She's like, hey guys, I'm still here.
Yeah. Look at me. Look at me. Oh,
Big knee there
huge
from Io
knee.
Sky. We haven't seen that many pinfall attempts from the challengers, really.
No.
As they've been really
Not being
dropped
able
down
to
a
keep
time,
these giant women down. A much
smart
needed tag there for
from
Io Sky. And I'm surprised that Raquel has stayed in the ring as long as she has.
Very much becoming a war of attrition as there was a
Huge
giant
DDT.
DDT there from Lita. Doudrop
And
still having the whereabouts and ring presence to know. Twist of fate from Lita. That could be the end of the match here as she thinks about going for a moonsault, but then thinks better of it because she's a genius. And besides, a suplex
going
would
for a
be more
nice
warranted
suplex.
instead. Hyping up the crowd here.
is this it? Oh, Raquel with a dying tag, getting Doudrop in.
As she leaps, stunned on the outside. This really is a prime opportunity for someone to pick up a pinfall as Doudrop with a giant slam.
Oh, Sky managing to get the breakup.
temporary kind of 2-on-1 handicap match here.
If Lita and Io Sky can capitalise now on Dewdrop, they may pick up the win.
And that would put them in line for a tag team title opportunity.
But Dewdrop not letting that happen. This has been a long match.
On the outside. Yep. Rodriguez on the outside. Oh. Recovering. Slowly getting back to her feet.
Dewdrop are incensed here. Enraged by Lita.
Really, really showing the frustration. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry to pause the action.
Yeah.
I might have pressed the wrong button. Oh shit, I sat on the side. I sat on the Sky Plus remote.
Lita now going for a tag. Io Sky coming in. Dewdrop still down. Io Sky to the top rope.
She's going for a big moonsault here.
Huge moonsault.
Huge moonsault, but it's too close to the champions. Too close. And the match continues.
This match seems unending. Oh,
hey, you wanted to watch the tag match?
I did. It was a mistake.
Another moonsault there from Io Sky. But
Raquel
still,
distracted.
Rodriguez is still too close. The match continues.
Lita tried to make a move to take Raquel out of it to let Io Sky pick up the win, but
the fans really getting
now
their money's
she's
worth
laying in a
here out of
pool.
the tag division in the Fleet Centre. Or in the Capital Wrestling Centre. Io Sky still having to hold it down.
She's put on a clinic this match. It's been the Io Sky show, it definitely has.
She really has been the MVP of this match. As she almost thinks about a pedigree type manoeuvre there into the front body drop, as still Rodriguez bakes up the pin.
Having none of it.
Sky determined to end this match. But with Rodriguez in such close proximity, putting on the submission, still Rodriguez breaks up the pin.
Now the ref has got to start getting involved here and stop allowing these breakups. I know she's happy to do things her way, but
those rules ever bending, they will never snap.
Another
Lita with the tag. Can the pinfall happen?
Io Sky and Lita have been good with keeping each other cycled in and out. Oh, huge flying press.
Can Io Sky interfere with Rodriguez before she breaks it up? No, because Io Sky had a bit of a brain fart there.
Yep, bit of a pathfinding
Lita
glitch.
really thinking about ending this one here. As the twist of fate. Just a giant DDT. Raquel Rodriguez with the breakup. As this match is now approaching 40 minutes.
Match will never end.
As Lita emulates her infamous spot, throwing herself to the outside of the ring, which did break her neck. Clearly, she's keen to emulate the 1999 Raw main event.
Yep, never learning from her mistakes.
Seems no woman here has learned from her mistakes, as they don't realise that they need to stop each other breaking up the pinfalls. We're all thinking it.
Yes, we could get a double count out here. That might be the only way this ends.
Tune in next week where we'll still be here.
Oh, Lita knocked to the outside.
Anyway, anyone doing anything exciting at Christmas? This could be the opportunity, however.
Now's the opportunity.
Lita,
get her back in the ring. Tag made.
Lita thinks about being Billie Jean there for a moment.
Dewdrop doesn't know where her partner is. This could be it. This is the best chance. Takes down Dewdrop. Come on.
A still Dewdrop with a power slam. Sky with a Canadian destroyer. And still Io Sky just not having any of it. Determined to get a chance at those tag team championships.
This has been a hell of a rivalry, and we can see why.
as we all begin to realise why we never watch tag matches, as this could be the
Yep.
opening for the tag
This is it.
champions.
Oh,
Io
Sky
Sky just
refusing
kicking
to
out, not
die.
even needing Lita there for the assistance.
Sky refused to die. Oh, cheap shot by Lita.
Very cheap shot here. Who was the face and who's the heel? The
Paying
champion
for it
really
there.
had enough. Rodriguez getting her up for the
This
death
could
by
be
Snoo
it.
Snoo. The third one of the match
Lita's down on the outside.
as the champions in
Take
a
the win, but
hard-fought victory, I must say.
what a match.
Needlessly long.
Needlessly long, but great all the same.
And the
The
stars,
giant
well, they
women.
reflect that in a great match. A 3.5
Giant
star.
women stand tall.
The
And
giant
it's a
women
level
stand,
4 rivalry.
which is kind of what we wanted to happen. It really, things did escalate after that.
It jumped 2 levels.
It really did. It deserved it after that length.
And if you're still with us watching the episode, let's look at the rest of the match.
Yeah, there is still another pay-per-view or another match going on here. We'll spoil things along a bit as we realise things are dragging on a bit as Damien Priest got a self-promo in.
Can
Women's
Indy
title
Hartwell
match.
retain?
Can she retain? Will Charlotte Flair end this? Wow, Charlotte Flair with a losing streak as Indy Hartwell retains against Charlotte Flair.
In a good match.
Meanwhile, with the competition, I think we'll spoil through things for the interest of time. With a big
Raid in
win
the
here.
Dark and Scott Hall remain undefeated.
And Ezekiel goes down for 4 weeks.
Mick injures yet another person.
Yokozuna with a charity promo. We got the mid-card here. Gigi Dolan getting a win on a disappointing match.
Kombucha.
Clearly they need a lot of charity at the minute on NXT because they need to raise some money for the medical bills.
Yep, mediocre. NXT not having a great week this week.
Got the rivalry growing between The Rock and Jerry Hattrick.
Jerry Hattrick.
Alba Fyre and Shayna Baszler seems to be the only constant here on NXT. I got a feeling that someone's going to go down with injury, and there we go.
Both.
It would appear
both are
both
injured.
women, the one constant on NXT, and both of them are down for 4 weeks.
They have taken each other out.
Mick here, just
Jesus.
self-inflicted pain. Raw, however,
Mick has annihilated his entire roster. He keeps buying indie talent because he's got no one left.
it's the same sort of thing on Monday Night Raw. Just
Well,
See,
that's
we're
the
playing
exact
the
same
long
match
game.
as last week. Fucking
Yep.
Lurch and Medical Bill.
I feel we've really shafted the talent pool.
I like it.
Okey-dokey.
I mean, there's nothing to talk about on
There
Raw at
really
all.
is nothing to talk about on Raw, and it's WCW, who are actually our closest rivals, think about having a cheap week with no promos. We do also need to remember that, Rikishi's gone down.
Kishi's injured.
We need to remember that in the background here, the other GMs could be screwing each other over. They don't just have to screw us over. They could be
That's
vetoing
true.
each other's superstar, which is something we've kind of neglected until now.
Mick could be injuring
Yeah,
other people's as well.
everyone could be getting back at Mick. WCW are having a bad week.
Yeah.
Very bad week.
Oh. Sami
As
Zayn
Jimmy
takes the
Uso
title.
goes down.
Injuries are running rampant across all 3 other brands.
Meanwhile, we are absolutely walking away with it, it would appear.
Yeah. Yes,
We'll
it
have a
would.
look to see what's going on. Fan change, we've got 39,000, nearly 40.
Not the
And only
biggest gain.
9,000 grand or £9,000 profit.
We
Considering
did spend a
spent
lot
90
on the
grand on a
backstage brawl. Yeah.
Yeah. 44,000 for
NXT.
NXT.
How did they gain so many fans when they had a pretty dismal week?
I don't know, but I think they might have had some charity promos
Ah, that'd be
that
it.
brought some people in. So that's where they're
Raw.
recouping their losses a little bit. Raw
Not-
with a lot of
not
profit. But WCW, though, with a bad week. This is the big one. Only 24,000 fans.
We've still got more fans
but a
than they did.
Big profit.
They had quite a cheap week though, no promos.
Very cheap week, no promos, simple matches, and we kept Triple H happy to earn
Boom.
a little card here. Still top of the ratings by an even wider
35.
margin now, 35,000. So that cushion getting a little bit more comfortable.
And we've got a comfortable amount of budget as well, I think.
And no injured champions.
No.
Which is key.
Yeah, we haven't gone through and decimated our roster like Mick.
Absolutely. So I think join us back in next time where we'll try and avoid another tag match, as that did drag on a bit.
Yeah, apologies.
And it's not our fault, they didn't know how the fucking tag system worked. But we'll see where we go with these rivalries in the next episode. Catch you then.
Goodbye.